And I hope you've all seen it on the blogs of this particular girl, SHS girl, who is being stabbed to death by her boyfriend. And the story is still unclear as at what actually happened and why her boyfriend decided to take her life. But the bottom of the line is her boyfriend actually took her life. All right, and we'll be reading different meanings to it. Different blogs are saying different kind of things, but we will pick it from one aspect and try to make sense out of the whole story. So stay tuned. As I read this story to you from one of the blogs, and this one is from Ghana Feed. And it was published on the 2nd of June 2023, and it says that SHS student stabbed to death by boyfriend at Achim in Nsutam. When you go on Twitter, SHS2 is trending, and it is because of this issue. So stay tuned; it's very important. Okay, it says that an 18-year-old student of New Nsutam Senior High Technical School in the Ebuakwa North District of the Eastern Region has met her untimely death after being allegedly stabbed to death by her boyfriend. Information gathered has it that Abigail Asare, a Form 2 student of the school and resident of Accra, on the morning of Friday, June 2nd, 2023, around 9 a.m., visited her boyfriend Emeka, said to be a Togolese, soon after leaving school for the midterm holidays, which began on Friday. Not long after, Emeka is said to have left the shop without his girlfriend. Minutes later, a customer who came to the shop for a haircut saw the lifeless body of the victim on the floor, soaked in blood from knife wounds. Alarmed by alarmed by the spectacle, the eyewitness quickly informed the Achim Nsutam police, who also informed the Chebi police, with men from the Chebi Divisional Police Command responding immediately to the scene. The police conveyed the lifeless body of the student, which has been deposited at the Chebi Government Hospital for preservation and autopsy as investigation into the incident continues. The suspect has since fled the community as follow-up said to his home met his absence. Right, so it's unclear what happened between the two inside the shop, which led to the suspect stabbing the young woman. School authorities are yet to comment on the incident. You see, like I said earlier, the story is still unclear as to what happened that led to the death of this girl. And it's very sad that we have to see these things on the blogs, all right? Because no one has the moral right to take the life of another. Okay, for someone to bring a child to this world, for some moron to just take her life, it's very sad and it's very unlawful to do so. But like I said, we'll be reading different meanings to it and try to make sense out of this whole issue, because different blogs are saying different kind of things, and I don't want us to focus on those parts. Okay, the end line is that the girl has been murdered by her boyfriend, and it's very important that we look it from that direction. And let's just get straight into it, guys. You see, before you go into a relationship, okay, try as much as possible to understand the level of maturity of your partner and how they react to certain issues and how they will accept to certain things that you tell them. Try and understand and know the level of maturity of those people, especially to the girls. All right, there are lots of people, regardless of what you do to them, they'll just accept it that way, and just move on with their lives, even if you don't want to be with them anymore. Even if they invest their life savings into you, they'll just let it go and allow life to take its course, go their way, for their peace of mind. And there are some people who will take it on a different tangent and take an action on you, and you wouldn't like the end result. So try as much as possible to understand the level of maturity. There are times where girls cheat on their partners and would like to tell their boyfriend and all that. Know the level of maturity, because if you don't understand these certain principles and you go straight to him and tell him that, oh, you've cheated on him and that you want to apologize and all that, you might not know what he might do next to you. So if you don't know, and if you regretted your action, the best thing for you to do is just shut up and not repeat that same thing again, rather than going up front with your partner, telling him or her everything. That's why you see most of the times there are a lot of issues where you see partners pouring acid on the faces of like it's serious. It's serious, and all these things come from maturity. So be very careful and be very mindful. Know your partner and know how they react to certain issues. Know their past experience with relationship and how they react to certain things, how they react to cheating, how they react to lies, how they react to certain, like everything, before you go into a committed relationship with them. All right, these issues right here is very serious, so because this is not the only time where you see someone closing casket on another life. The other day we heard that a police just shot one girl to death, all because of these relationship issues. Understand the maturity level of your partner. It is very important. It is very important. And you see, there are a lot of times too where some guys do the fuck up. There could be a jumano. It's enough. Don't take responsibility of another man. Don't take responsibility of another man. You go for one man, or school fees, everything behind you do for the girl. So when it's time for the girl to tell you that, hey, then they become stranded. Everything will come inside the mama and they go do. Be very careful. Before you do the Yakubu job, before you decide to take care of someone's child, make sure that you are up for the tax, and know for sure that it's not every relationship that will lead to marriage. Understand these principles, that any relationship behind the way our way. So if in the case of taking care of the girl, and the girl come back to you that, hey, I can't be with you anymore, I want to move on with life, how are you going to accept these certain things? These are questions that you should be asking yourself. And if you know that you won't take it on a slide note, I beg, don't go any further trying to do everything to please the girl, because see, human being wants are unlimited. There are some people where you can never please them. No matter what. So the best thing for you to do is to learn all these principles and understand it before you take action. And there are some girls too who they rely solely on their boyfriend for survival. Are you orphans? If you know that you are going to school and you can't take care of yourself, in terms of financial needs and all that, if you know that you can't cover all these things by yourself, hey, step out from school and find a job for yourself. It's not all successful people who made their success out of education. There are a lot of successful folks out there who made it and they don't know even how to write their name, and they have still made it in life. So if you know for yourself that, Charlie, you want to go to school, there are a lot of people who are schooling and still find some side hustle for themselves, and they are taking good care of themselves, and they are okay. You are not better than them. They are not better than you. You can also do it. More than more bread no be bia to remember no so nkwana boy say bread to take care of you. Every time I also be say so about, then you come and tell him say untimely you. It's very important that you understand these principles to avoid these certain things. First, may say understand the level of maturity of your partner. 2, guys, stop taking sole responsibility of another man. Obi in the barber say, the best you can do for that person is also support kaka, but men dealing now more wants to say they want to be say. Third, your banner will yasia. So sufa bread. Let me say it in English. If you're a woman, be a woman of value, and stop relegating all the responsibility on you to a man to take care of you. Especially when you know that at the end of the day, you are not going to go further with the relationship with that person. But because of say a sobo, I'm not saying that this is the reason why the guy decided to take a life. Maybe the girl went there and the guy saw on her phone that yes, this girl has been chatting with multiple guys, and maybe he finds out that maybe he's cheating and decided to take that action. Or maybe the girl also went there to tell him that she can't move on with him anymore. She wants to go on with her life, and they should go on with their separate way. And the guy didn't accept that. Better still, the girl went there and decided to tell him that, hey Charlie, when I went to school, yeah, some guy did came around, and so at a point in time, I cheated, and I think that I've regretted, and forgive me for that. And the guy didn't take it on a slight note. It could be the story is still unclear. So when the story pops up, for us to know the factual thing which led to the death of this girl, I'll bring it to you on this channel. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel to become part of this beautiful family. Until then, peace out.